Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing, and welcome newcomers. Thank you. I do hope you appreciate the content here from Spirit and that it gives you some help, guidance, and peace. I'm always happy to answer any questions that I can in comments if they're short or brief, if something comes through. Anything very detailed, honestly, it would really be better if that you book a reading, and if not with me, with someone else that you know or trust, to get a full insight. Okay, but I'm going to do the reading now. This is going to be a full moon reading, okay? Also with the energy for the week, because we have the full moon in Gemini, the opposite of Sagittarius, and that's on December 3rd. And this reading is going to be covering from December 3rd to December 9th, 2017. Okay, I'm using my Llewellyn deck. It's a Celtic deck. Okay. And let's see what we have. Now, the energies, like I said, I go out 3 weeks to 3 months. So some of you will resonate immediately with now, and it is unfolding or culminating. Some of us, it won't be resonant at this time, but it could be within 3 weeks to 3 months. But usually you could get the vibe of what's going on, okay? So now let's start off with the first card is Seven of Wands. All right. Now, we know that this card represents some challenges. It could be some conflicts, maybe some heated ideas. I'm not going to say it's really arguments, okay? That would be the swords. But we could have some passionate, let's say, fiery energy coming up here, heated words, maybe, or bold and aggressive words either coming at you that you have to fend off, or even ideas that are coming at you, people throwing all their advice, at you. Now, with our 7 energy, we want to make a stand. Very strong and bold, that number, okay? It is like an enlightening bolt coming to you also for energy that would be inspiring, because the wands are working a social situation, but they are fiery inspiration and ideas, that divine masculine energy, life force. So in that perspective with the wands, maybe you have people coming up against you. You have 7 altogether here. Now there are watery energies flowing, like see between the rocks here, which would be grounding stability of the earth, but the water can erode the earth. It's very powerful, even though it can nourish the earth. So this is emotions that are just flooding through you, really rushing emotions that could knock some people off their feet, but they're not disturbing you. No, you're okay. You're on solid ground, even though this looks a little dangerous. It's saying you're going to make a stand for yourself here. You're defending yourself. You see how the rod is out in front of you? You're not hurting anyone. No one's beating you up or hitting you physically. Well, at least I hope not. But there are passionate, heated ideas and energies coming at you, either in disagreement or discord. So you're going to make a stand for yourself. Sometimes the card will tell you to just wait and take everything in, but this card is saying it's time for you to defend yourself. Like, make a stand for yourself like you would if you were in court and you had to present your case. So whatever this is in your life, whether it's with work, a job, a career, parents, family, children, co-workers, an idea that you're trying to pitch with the guys in the band or the girls in the band or your dance club or whatever. This is you standing up for yourself. Now, you're cloaked here with this very empowered energy of the red and the yellow. Now, I have all this yellow and orange energy around me. So I'm going to say the yellow is empowering you with the solar plexus, but you're feeling grounded, even though you have what seems like an unsteady and unbalanced energy beneath you. You're stable. Okay? So whatever this is going on in your life, make a stand for yourself. Defend yourself. Speak the truth, but try and be diplomatic and use inspiring words instead of attacking, bold, aggressive words. That would be a negative vibration of this card, because this card's energy, this is our Mars energy in Leo. So we know how fiery Mars is. It's your sister or brother sign, dear Sag. Okay, and in Leo is another fire sign. So we have a lot of heat coming at you. We have a lot of ideas being thrown at you. We have a lot of conflict, challenges. You know, it might even be competition, you know, that you put yourself out there and now you've got all this competition around you and you're going to show your stuff without hurting anybody, I would hope. Try and keep this on a high vibration, okay? So we have the 3 fiery elements here. The sun is in Sag, the moon is the new moon, which is the opposition, which would be our Gemini energy, opposing Sag, but we also have the Leo energy here. So it's something you need to be very creative about. Use compassion, come from your heart, speak from your heart, okay, defending yourself with some pride, but without being aggressive or obnoxious. Because with the Temperance card, we talk about this kind of healing energy. And the 1 and the 4 is at 5. So we know it's excitement, excitability. It's the most dynamic of the single digits, and so it can vacillate between being very changeable in a way that is appreciated or changeable in a way that is not. So however you perceive this conflict or challenge, this trial, this tribulation, is also going to be imbued with this energy, because this card talks about merging impossible things. You know, in old decks, they show her mixing fire and water. It's a very alchemical process. It seems like, how the heck can you do that? But it is doable, all right? And it's saying temper yourself. So if it's tempering actually your temper, don't get heated or avoid getting heated or being cruel or mean. Tempering your behavior, tempering your energy, tempering your emotions, or tempering, you know, like I said, being diplomatic, tempering the emotions of others without being condescending or cruel or saying mean or hurtful things because you didn't get your way. That all of a sudden things have changed and now people are maybe saying things to you that they never said to you before, but they're saying them now because maybe they feel wounded or crushed in some way, or that they've lost your loyalty or your friendship. This is a good time for healing, and it's a good time with this card where the soul offers up the ego for some cleansing. For some of us, it's going to be us having our egos cleansed, and others it will be in our lives that it's time for them to cleanse their egos, because there are times you have to walk away. You're not always aligned with people, and if it seems impossible, sometimes you're saying it's not worth it and you just walk away from the situation, and don't feed into that energy. Balance yourself, you know, moderate your behavior. If it's anything to do with drugs or sex or arguments with anything to do with any addictions, it's practicing self-control, and help is on the way. It may take a lot of effort here, and even calling on help from others or in spirit to heal yourself, or having harmony with yourself and harmony with others. It also does talk about artistic creations. All right. Now, for some people, it is about this artist, and you're arguing over something, or your vocation or trade. You're arguing over what you believe, and you don't know how you're going to fix this. How are you going to make this work? Now, look, she's under the watery depths for a fire card, because this is Sagittarius in the Tarot. Temperance is Sagittarius. So here she's beneath the watery realms, and she's like taking water from the well, and the dog is with her. Now, you figure the dog is a domestic, loyal companion. The white is purity and something beginning. Also, in the Tarot, they show with the Fool, the little white dog is spirit. So you can take it for whatever way you want, but you're beneath the depths here, the emotional depths, where here you're standing within the raging waters and holding your own. Here you're beneath, you're going deep. Dig deep and figure out, what is it I need to heal? How can I have diplomacy in the situation? How can I seek balance? How can I blend the opposing energies here, okay, and have calm waters, you know, and it's running deep, these emotions. Also, I have to tell you, though, it is the card of the alcoholic or drugs or any addiction. So if that speaks to you as well, too, it's time for you to make a stand for yourself or get help for yourself. Maybe you have people challenging you to stop doing what you're doing. And it could be that you make a stand for yourself, like I said, where you offer your ego up for cleansing and get some help with the situation. And we have another major. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer. Again, we have this theme with water going on for a fiery time, okay, with Sagittarius. We did have Neptune go direct, and Neptune would be the king of all the water energies. So it could be something to do with a lot of our emotions. All right, now that we've gone direct with our emotions, we're clearing away the illusions and delusions, the fantasy that Neptune brings into our life. This is also about endings. It is about open enemies, Neptune. Okay, and we want to clear that away. Especially, we have this energy with Chiron that's gone direct as well. Neptune's gone direct. We have retrograde energy with Leo, so healing heart matters too. And then on December 19th, like I said, we're going to have Saturn go into Capricorn and leave Sagittarius. So right now we're at the galactic center at 27 degrees. Saturn is at 27 degrees Sag. And I think it's, I can't remember who it's conjunct right now. So I think it was conjunct Mercury. I don't know if it's still there. So you're really thinking about this. So let all this portal energy open up. Let this super consciousness of the galactic center come into you. Let these waters heal you. And again, with the white for the purity here, like with the dog, we have with the horse. This is a purging. We need to purge all this negative emotion that we're feeling, okay? Maybe you broke up with somebody, a relationship ended after a long time, and it could have been a lover or a friend or family that you had some quarrels or you had distance with, or with your schooling teacher. Things aren't moving forward with the people that you're creative with. Maybe there's a stalemate. Maybe you had an argument over creative differences. Maybe there's some conflict of interest going on here. And emotionally, you're trying to heal it. You have to go within. So you're going deep. Go deep. What's triggering here? Why am I acting like this? Why am I reacting this way to it? How can I respond to this in a loving, diplomatic way? Or how can I maybe even walk away from this situation and know that I've outgrown that energy and it doesn't serve me any longer? Because the Chariot does talk about victory. You know, and in this deck, he's got a hand on the reins. Some decks, nobody's holding the reins, so who's driving? But he's got a hold of it here, and he does look very... Even though this is a water card, he's got that energy of like the sun, like Apollo, riding across the sky on his chariot of fire here. You know, he's confident, he's bold, he's determined, he's focused. And we have another 7 energy here. Okay? So we know you're making a stand. You know that you're getting that enlightening energy coming to you. And it's purifying you. And you're raging through the waters. But you see, like, he's riding to shore, so you're not going against the tide here. And even here, you're not going against the tide. You're in the depths of it in a peaceful pool of water. And here, you're standing in the past. This is raging through you. Now you're finding some peace in the depths of it, and you're going to go with the flow. And you're going to let the shores, the water, bring you to the shores. Okay, and even if there's a lot of tumultuous energy behind you, it's just that. It's the impetus of change. Maybe you needed this upheaval, this challenge to wake you up. Maybe you've been lazy and you've got to get a move on and grow, you know, with that Jupiterian energy of Sagittarius. Or maybe it is the energy that was stalwarted back in July or August for you is now pushing you forward and you're really starting to move. So get a move on now. Keep that strategy going to win it, all right? If this was a struggle or an obstacle, or that inner beast, you want to grab the reins and tame that inner beast. That's where we're tempering that inner beast. That ego could be the inner beast, okay? Those little voices that don't serve us, telling us stupid stuff. But you want to have some control right now and be confident, and you'll win. This is truly a card of victory. It's one of the best cards in the deck. But it does talk about loyalty and conviction. You know, victory at any cost to lead your opposition. So that, you know, sometimes you're butting heads with somebody and you have to, you know, change the way your plan of, let's say, metaphorically, attack is and remaneuver. So maybe you have to change your strategy here in order to win. Going with the flow, don't resist, because if you and this person are butting heads, it's not worth it. Release and let it go and let the tides take you to shore, okay? Be focused and you can win on this, like I said. For some of you, it is about you taking a road trip, you know, even too. Or it's an emotional journey. The trip that you're on is this emotional journey. And then we have the Knight of Wands. There's so much movement here. The water is movement. Water here, the emotions movement, more movement. This truly is the Knight of movement. So it's saying you're moving on from this. This person, this place, this thing, you're moving on. You're done with the woods, okay? You're ready to go. Last week's deck, we had him charging. This deck, he's not charging. Actually, it was, I think, someone I read for the other day. I'm sorry. So some decks show he's, you know, on the move, but he's rearing to go. This one, he's slow and steady. He's calm. What have we got here on his? you know, look at, he's got a little bit of wear and tear going on his armor. You know, so he's gone through a battle, some experience here. He's weathered by. He looks very solemn and at peace. We do have, again, these reddish orange yellows. So we have grounding stability. We do have some empowerment here, but creative juices are flowing. So for some of you, this is your spiritual journey, and you are moving forward in the right direction. For some of you, it's an emotional, spiritual journey that, you know, you're looking to the past and you're ready to leave it alone and leave it behind you. Some of you are moving or changing your job or moving from your home or apartment. You're moving and shifting your energy. See, this is a general reading, so you could apply it to whatever it is in your life, but there is definitely movement. And this card is the third decan of Scorpio and the first two of Sagittarius, so it falls right in line right now with December, up to December 12th. It's November 13th to December 12th, this card, and does represent our Sagittarian energy. So we have this fiery energy with Mars and Leo, and we do have, the Temperance is Sagittarius. So let's just say with the Knight, it's time to take action. The Knights always take up the cause for the King and the Queen, and the Knight's fiery passion is the element, and since this Knight is the Wands, it is fire. So there's a double energy being generated here for you to get a move on and go, like this card says. And you know, he's looking toward this that's rushing right at him. And you have opposing energies here with fire and water, but yet in astrology, those are very suitable to each other. You know, you can steam things up, bring things to a boil. One could put out the other, but one could create a new energy too and transmute energy, right? The fire makes the water boil, it becomes a steam, and now it's something in the air, you know, something in the unseen, until it rains down back on the earth and feeds and nourishes it. So this energy is a cycle here. I'm looking to here. It almost looks like it's a fishing rod, but I don't think it's a fishing rod. And there's like leaves here. I'm going to say this is more, this is his staff. This is his wand. And even though it's cut from the tree, there's still life spewing from it with the leaves there. Very determined and solemn here, fearless, confident. And this is what we were talking about here, being confident. So overall, this reading is talking to us about our stand in the social situation and life in general, how we present ourselves, our reputation, our passion and our drive, our divine masculine energy of creativity, and how we present ourselves to the world. And that's very much like that Sagittarius and Capricorn that's coming. So it could even be a preparation for some of us. We're rearing up to go and switch this energy, because that's all about our career and how the outer world is going to see us. So it's time to clear up the energies, okay? Make a stand for yourself in a loving, diplomatic way. Go to the depths of your emotions to find what it is within yourself that sometimes you're triggered, and how you can find some peace with it, and temper that energy, like I said. And then here, you can be victorious. Here, it's time to take control of the situation, but in a loving, calm, and nurturing way. Very Cancerian, okay? Your roots. And then moving forward with this energy, again, in an adventure-seeking way, a diplomatic way, with all new energy and passion and drive, and expanding on who you are, which is very Sagittarian, okay? And remember that just the way things can be in a light energy, they can be in a shadow energy. So always be careful. Even the cards are upright, it doesn't mean there cannot be a negative connotation or the shadow side. So we want to keep our energies transmuted, balanced, and look toward the lighter side to evolve. Embracing the darkness within us, embracing the depths of us, of course. And with this energy in Gemini's full moon, we have that mental realm with Mercury. We want to really look at how are we expanding in our lives? What are we expanding on? That Sagittarian energy. Are we expanding on negative things? Are we thinking of negative? Are we expanding on positive things? Are we thinking of positive? So keep that in line with that too. And remember to be grateful and thankful for everything that you've accomplished, harvested, and received from the last full moon in Gemini in 2016 to now. Okay, be grateful, be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, an attaboy, a reach around, and I love you. Thank you, angels, guides, guards, spirit, for what we've accomplished together since this last full moon in Gemini to now. And remember, it's a time of culmination and harvesting to clear away, to get ready to plant your new seeds when our new moon comes in Sagittarius. And this is at 11 degrees, this Gemini full moon too. And my full moon video is up if you haven't seen that, and the Sagittarius solar return, as are all the solar returns for the year. So thank you again, everyone, for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and thank you. As always, I wish you the best.